Hey there, it's Chronic Joy Tarot doing a general energy update for the week of June 5th through 11th. And we'll see what we have in store for this week, what we can potentially focus on. This is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate with you. It's probably going to capture a handful of you, and then maybe some of you can see the potential for what we're reading here. So taking it literally would be, probably not the best idea. It's a general reading. It's for what the energies are in general. And if you'd like a more specific reading, you can contact me and we can talk about your specific questions. These cards have been blessed and cleared and shuffled off camera. So this fresh pull is what we have for the week coming up. Okay, the energies on this row, the horizontal, are where we are or where we're soon about to be. And then the energies going vertical is up ahead, what's in store for the rest of the week. Our starting point is this center card. We pulled Lazyness. This guy is so fat and happy. He's just rolling in it. I've done all my work. All I have to do is sit and relax now. It's time to just chill. Okay, this is a really good place to be starting. If you've been through some challenges recently, you can kind of take a breath, take a pause. This card does warn us, though, not to rest on our laurels for too long. There's always forward motion, and even this enjoyment, relaxing sort of vacation style energy, even that can get stale. So, life moves forward. But for now, we can take a little pause and sort of, revel in the achievements that we've made. Maybe appreciate, how far we've come and what we're accomplishing. This position here, this card, is going to represent internal energies, sort of hidden, supportive, unseen energies. And that card I pulled is the source. It's a great, this is the internal energy of all internal energies, right? It's the source of who we are. It's where you connect deep within to all that is and who you really are. Some people call it your soul, God, your heart. But we all know when we think of our source what that means to us, and that's all that matters in this reading. So if you've recently come through a slight challenge or accomplished a goal, or even just sort of eased into your beginning of your week, your Monday, knowing that there's not a lot to worry about, you're supported internally by that knowledge. It's a great place to be. It's a great place to start. This position is the external energy, so sort of what shows up in our day-to-day life, and that's the card of isolation. Now this is a mind card, and this is showing that this figure has held back and shut off from the world, not really choosing to engage, and it's created this frozen, sort of a frozen wall all around this person. The only way to get through it is to show the emotion, show who you are, let those tears melt the ice. So that makes sense here for me. If this position here, this sense of accomplishment, okay, I've done all I need to do, now I don't need to do another thing. Like I said earlier in the reading, there is always the need to keep moving forward, and careful that you rest on your laurels and you get too stagnated with, okay, I've done all I need to do, I don't need to do anymore. That could create you, there's sort of a shutting you out from others. And people might feel abandoned by you if you think, I did all my work, I don't have to do anymore, or I did my part, now I'm done, now everything's done. People might feel disconnected from you in that process. So just go back internal and go back to the source of who you are, go back to who you are deep inside, and let that process play out. This doesn't have to be a permanent thing. This is just a potential for how it could show up if you pause for too long, let's say. Okay, looking forward to the rest of the week. I pulled conditioning and I pulled slowing down. So this looks like a week of a reassessment of ourselves. This conditioning card, like we have said before, if you've seen other readings of mine, tells the story of the lion who was born to a flock of sheep. He was abandoned and left with a flock of sheep and grew up with them and was raised around sheep. And one day he knelt next to a pond to get a drink of water and was shocked to see a lion looking back at him. He really always assumed that he was a sheep because that's who he saw all around him. That's what he reflected as who he was. So this warns us not to buy in too much to how others might say they perceive you. Don't buy into that. This is the root of where you want to stick, is what you know you are. Because, like I said, if these energies of, oh, okay, I've reached my goals, now I don't have to do anymore, if that creates sort of a isolation or cutting you off from others because you sort of, taking a pause and letting go for a while, if that's creating, sort of a wall between you and others, don't worry about that as much, because you'll come around as long as you stick to what your source is telling you. You'll come around, and if others don't enjoy this energy, or they judge you for taking care of yourself and pulling in a little bit, that's okay. That's their experience. That's the way they're perceiving the experience. But I am cautioning you to, if you do need to pull back and retreat a little bit, don't do it for too long. Like maybe by the end of the week, come back out of your shell if this is the direction you're going in. If you never reach this, then you're great. You're good. You can continue to engage and move on through your life. But overall, the energy of this week is one of slowing down. It's a calmer, sort of in the moment, in every moment sort of energy this week. I know there's a full moon this week, and that is usually a time of shedding things that don't serve us. And so, take your time with it. I think the energies could be intense. And if you grab on to that intensity, it could take you in directions that you're not really comfortable with. So pace yourself. Be yourself. Don't worry about others' judgments or how others see you or how you feel you're supposed to be. Don't worry about any of that. And just make sure to stay connected. When you feel yourself pulling back too much, reach out and connect with others. Show who you are. This is who you are, and you're being guided to show that. But the overall energy is that of just sort of staying in a mellow pace. Yeah. Okay. I'm so appreciative for every one of you that keep coming back to view my videos, and subscribe and share and like and do whatever you can to show me that you're there and you're listening, and I just really appreciate it. And I know that, these readings are general and they're not always going to resonate with everyone, but, keep coming back and eventually, something will resonate. If you do want to have a personalized reading, look up in this corner and you can click on to my website where it will tell you the different ways I offer readings. And we can get to your specific questions, and it will be much more personalized and much more thorough. Okay, I hope you enjoy this week, this first full week of June, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you. Bye.